I got a new bitch. She better than my old bitch. I had to beat my meat when I ain't had no bitch. And now these hoes trip. Cause I done got on my grit. Boy, I go get. And now they tripping over themselves to get to me and do things. I told that bitch I ain't nothing to fuck with like Wu-Tang. Why keep a G? From my fitted all the way to my shoestrings. And I've been doing this since pencil break, kickball, and Kool-Aid. Yo, what up? It's Benjamin D'Souza here, the Yalchuan Emperor, back with another vid. I know it's been a while since I done dropped one, but you know, been moving, man, been moving around. And before I get into this, man, I want to give a moment of silence, man, for this young brother that I met out in Denver. This young brother named Andro. Andro, you can look up the Denver newspapers. He just got killed September the 26th, like last Wednesday or something. Yeah, he was at an apartment complex. I guess he got into a fight and then somebody upped the tool on him, you know. And it's unfortunate, man. I met this brother, man. I was taking the Greyhound from Denver back to Kansas City, and he was a security guard there. You know, I asked him for directions to a 7-Eleven so I can, you know, get my woo-whams. You feel me? And so, you know, he was hella cool. Then, you know, I came back, you know, we just started chilling and chopping it up or whatever, just talking about shit. And, you know, exchange social media information. So, you know, I mean, I wasn't tight with him like that. I haven't known him but for about a couple months, but he was a good brother, man. Good brother, man. African brother, man. He was Sudanese, man. He's probably about 6'3", 6'4", slim, dark-skinned brother. Yeah, man. So I just wanted to take this time out to give a moment of silence for that brother, because he was only 25 years old, man. So let's take a moment of silence. Rest in peace, Andro, man. Straight up. But yeah, I want to talk about shit. Basically, what's been going on these past couple weeks or whatever. I was down in San Diego. Man, interesting shit, man. Cause I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm a commercial truck driver, and for some reason, my company likes to give me the hood runs. So every time I go to California, I be in the shadiest spots, man. I be in the most hood spots delivering shit. Man, I was in San Diego, man, off of Cesar Chavez Boulevard, man, just south of downtown, like 26 and Cesar Chavez. Anyway, I go to sleep. You know, I park my truck on the lot of the business. I go to sleep. For some reason, you know, something just wasn't sitting right in my spirit, you know. Man, I woke up. Oh, before that, I went downtown and walked around and, you know, seen some sights, had a couple pizza slices or whatever. San Diego's a dope ass city, man. It's a dope city. So, you know, if you, it's just an hour or so south of LA. So if you ever go to LA, make sure you take some time out to go to San Diego and see San Diego, because San Diego is dope, for real. But yeah, though. So I get back to the TP. I go to sleep. I wake up probably about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, man. I look back now. I drive reefers, right? So I drive like refrigerated meat. So I gotta put gas in the reefer to keep the trailer cold, to keep the product that I'm hauling cold, right? So I look out my rearview mirror, man. My reefer lights is just going crazy. I go outside, man, check my fuel thing, man. Somebody has snaked my whole tank. So I had to double time into this Pilot just south of there, probably about a mile or two away from the Mexican border. I had to double time it, hurry up, put some gas in there before I lost the load. And oh yeah, there's another thing. I was down there by the Mexican border, man, for a couple days, man. Got a little fits of the diarrhea drinking that water down there. So yeah, if you ever in South San Diego, like close to the border, don't drink the water. Don't. If you gotta brush your teeth, you better get a bottled water to brush your teeth or something. But yeah, besides that, my experience in San Diego was cool, man. There's a lot of homeless people in California too, for real. A lot of homeless people out there. Like this shit it's crazy. Like all that Skid Row and that tent town shit. Because when I was coming back up and I came back through San Bernardino County, man, I stopped, tapped in with my cousin. Because I got some cousins that grew up in Watts and shit, but now they stay in San Bernardino. But anyway, she was talking to me. She was telling me like, man, that tent, this homeless shit is crazy. I was like, yeah. She was like, it wasn't like that 10 years ago. Like that shit is it's a new phenomenon. But yeah, though, skated through, got through there. Then on my way through Vegas, on my way to Utah, right? So this is what I really wanted to touch on right here. When I get to Vegas, I find this nice little honeycomb spot right off the strip where I can park my rig and shit. That's low key. That's gonna be this every time. I'm telling you, every time I gotta go through Vegas, I'm gonna look for a reason to stop. I'm just bullshit. But now my brakes was getting hot, so I had to go ahead and pull it over. Man, it was like 110 degrees out there. I said, man, let me pull this over. My brakes go out. Coming through them mountains of Arizona and shit. But anyway, so I pitched my tent. I'm like, fuck it. I'm a mile away from the strip. So I'm like, I'm about to hit this motherfucker. So I hit the strip, right? I'm going place to place. What's the New York? The Paris building, the fucking, I tried to go by the Mandalay Bay and see that shit. Strangely enough, it's close to the year mark of the mass shooting that happened there a year ago, which was crazy. But I don't know, they had the area where all that shit went down. They had that area blocked off, like you couldn't get back off in there. But I'm walking by Caesar's Palace, and I'm speaking to my mom's, right? Call my mom to check on the old lady and whatnot. So I'm speaking to her and I'm just joking with her. I'm like, man, I'm about to hit up Caesar's Palace and put it all on black. She said, man, don't let them turn your pockets inside out. I said, nah, I'm bullshitting. I'm not a gambler like that, man. But I did go in there. I did go into Caesar's Palace, and I was about to put a hundo on the craps table, but I'm like, I ain't got Vegas money like that, so let me keep it pushing. So shit, I was on my way walking to Caesar's Palace. And oh yeah, another thing, I seen a lot of groups of single black women. For some reason, excuse me, a lot of these groups that I saw, like they had matching shirts on and shit. Like you knew they were all in a group. Like they would have like all red shirts on or whatever, and they would printed letters on the front that said what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, or some shit like that, or girls' night out, or some bullshit like that. Like you could look at them and tell that they were out of towners and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they here on vacation, and they letting you know, nigga, I'm here on vacation, so if somebody trying to fuck, what's happening? But a couple of these groups, it was, a couple groups, it was like 5, 6. I walk, I really didn't try to make eye contact with them like that. I just was trying to keep it pushing. But I stopped one time to take a picture because I'm out there snapping. You feel me? So I stopped. If you ever been to Vegas, in order to cross the street, sometimes you gotta take these escalators up and go across a bridge, right? So I stopped by one, and it's a group of these, vacation girls or whatever. They're coming down. I'm not even looking at them. But you know how you can feel when somebody looking at you? So I felt like somebody was looking at me. I turned my head to the left, And let me tell you, this was a succubus. I'm talking about what? How the old man call them? Buffarillas. This is an old linebacker back, upside down triangle, built like the Tasmanian devil. Look like she can bench press more than me. Oh, fat back, ham, hock built ass. Oh, collard green juice bleeding. That bitch look like she look like she sweat collard green juice. And I'm talking about you, like you ever seen some of these chicks? They be real top heavy, like they for real built like the Tasmanian devil, and they ain't got no ass. It's just the humanity, the horror. I mean, this bitch was looking like Rasputia for real. I'm talking about, I'm gonna show a bitch how to go down the slide looking ass. But anyway, I snapped my head around, see who looking at me. It's this bitch. And she wasn't looking at me like, nigga, come holla at me. No, she was looking at me like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing here? You're not supposed to be in Vegas having fun, nigga. Like she had a real contemptuous look on her face towards me. And I didn't know this bitch from a can of paint. And I believe I spoke on this before, a previous similar situation that happened to me when I was in Cleveland. Actually, I was in like Bedford Heights in South Cleveland. Anyway, I was posted up outside this gas station. I had just bought, a couple of provisions, and I was, I walk around with a backpack, because I carry certain items in my, you feel me, while I'm walking. So, I'm putting my stuff in my backpack, and I hear this chick, she mumbles some little slick shit under her breath. And I turn and look at her, she looking at me like low-key talking shit. Like, she didn't have the heart to say that shit to me directly, to say that shit to my face, but it was some contemptuous shit that she was talking under her breath. And I mean, this bitch was looking crazy, bro. Crazy. I'm talking about she had probably about an inch and a half of hair on her head. What made the man say, leave my wig fried like a bad perm? Shit. Her shit was fried. Shit was looking crazy. And she had on some tank top with some goddamn pajama pants on and flip flops. I'm like, bitch, have some dignity. Have some self-respect. I don't step out of the house in a 3-piece suit all the fucking time, but goddamn, at least if I don't got a haircut, I'm gonna put a hat on or something. Shit. But you looking at me all contemptuous and talking shit under your breath. What Tupac say? Strange whispers, cowards conversate, so quick to diss us. I'm like, damn. Go on about your day. But anyway. Oh, and I met these two little cute little chocolate sisters, man, on the strip. They was if you ever go to Vegas, they got like showgirls and shit. And if you pay them, you can take a picture with them, right? Like you gotta tip them, and then they'll snap some pictures on your cell phone and shit. You can look real Frank Sinatra-esque, you feel me? I ain't you ain't, don't call me blue eyes. You call me topaz eyes. Shit, I'll be Benjamin Sinatra. Shit, I'm definitely making a trip back to Vegas, man. Get me a bomb ass tuxedo with a white top blazer or some shit. Go fit in that motherfucker. Yeah. But anyway, that's later on down the line. But anyway, I'm on my way to Caesar's Palace, right? And this is another group of vacation girls. Now all these chicks, all these vacation groups that I'm seeing, a lot of them in their mid to late 30s, some of them in their late 20s, early 30s, no man in sight, right? And they all got these little boosie ass matching shirts on and shit. So I get to a part of Caesar's Palace where it's like a waterfall and it's got like a little well in front, like a little wishing well. I guess you can throw coins in there. That's some country ass shit, but that's besides the point. And I seen this one chick in this vacation group. She had climbed onto one of the statues to take a picture. Now these chicks were she was clearly intoxicated. I'm talking about they was on some hangover shit. You feel me? But I'm smiling because I'm laughing because, you know, I'm not laughing at her because, shit, if I'm out in Vegas and I get enough in me, I might pull some shit like that too. Like, fuck it. Hey, nigga, take this picture while I hop up on this motherfucker. And watch out for any police and shit. So, you know, I was just smiling at, I was smiling at, you know, they was having fun. So one of the chicks, she looked like she was probably about early 40s. I walk by, I keep it pushing. I walk by, she say, ooh, he looked like he need a hug. So she come up to me, was like, and gave me like a little sideways hug and shit. And she had one of her homegirls take a picture. You know, this bitch, she on my right side and she facing me, pushing her motherfucking titties up on my shoulder and shit. She take her right leg and run it up past my my nether regions. And at this point I'm like, chill out. Cause basically I basically got sexually assaulted. You know what I'm saying? But no harm, no foul. You know, I'm not gonna be crying butt naked, curled in a ball in the shower and talk about, you know, no, it wasn't like that. It wasn't the first time a bitch wanted to get grabby with me, you know. But anyway, so, you know, I break away from the hug or whatever, and I'm kind of trying to laugh the shit off. And as I'm walking away, she like, what she say? What that bitch say? She said something to the effect, she was like, she was basically giving me an invitation to fuck her, to meet up in whatever hotel she was at and give her this motherfucking D. But I was like, man, I'm gonna keep it pushing. I ain't got time for that. Nah. No. But yeah, I mean, and that right there, this like around the time I've sitting and did this podcast about female entitlement. And that right there was, in my opinion, female entitlement working itself out in live time. Like that whole podcast that he did, like that shit started, you know, it really resonated with me when I went through that that little ordeal or whatever. So I'm like, this bitch, she feels entitled enough to just come up and damn near grope me on the fucking strip, rubbing her thigh across my goddamn dick, rubbing on my back and my chest. I said, I be damned. Now this bitch is in her 40s. I'm in my early to mid 30s. What the fuck I look like fucking with you? You think I'm gonna waste a condom and a perfectly good nut on you? Shit. I'm liable to try to mac down one of them little showgirls and shit and try to get them back to the TP or something before I come fucking with you. But yeah, she was just so entitled, like she felt as if she just had carte blanche just to cross that line like that. I don't know. Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy. And that's like a couple times, back when I used to hit the clubs up and shit, back in like my mid to late 20s and shit, I'd be walking through a club and I gotta walk through the dance floor before I can get the bar, before I can get to the bar. I'm trying to hit the bar up, get a couple shots of whatever, and a beer, maybe a mixed drink, who knows, or whatever I'm feeling like that night. And I'm walking through the dance floor trying to get to where I'm trying to get to, and a bitch just out of nowhere, just black chick, hop out of nowhere and just get to twerking it on me. Like, bitch, now see, let's reverse that. Now, if I wasn't, let's say, a relatively attractive young man, and I was just to go up to a chick and get the rub in my motherfucking dick on her ass, you know what I'm saying? That it would be a problem. It would be a problem. Now, I've gotten away with a lot of shit. Let me tell you. My height, my looks, my smile, I've gotten away with a lot of shit. For real. But yeah, that's another example. Bitch just feeling entitled and shit. Bitch, shit. Let me get a drink in me first, damn. I know I pre-gamed before I came here, but I want a little bit more to get me right. Wait. Slow your roll. Yeah, man, that's just a quick vid, man. Just talking about my experiences out here on the West Coast, man. It's really beautiful, man. I advise all brothers, if you stay in the middle or if you stay out east, don't take a plane, man. Get a rental car. Go through 70. Go through the Rocky Mountains. See that shit. Come through the mountains in Nevada and Arizona and California, man. Go on, hit LA up, man. Go on, scoot down to San Diego and just see some shit, man. For real. This is a beautiful country, and it's our country. Ours. And I think some of the ailments that fall on the black community and black people, period, is because I think we have a lack of appreciation for our country. We feel disconnected. We feel like, well, hell, we not even from here anyway. It's not even my house. I'm renting an apartment, so why not just throw trash on the street and just piss on the sidewalk and shit? It's not mine anyway. It's not even my land of origin. Many of us think. Mistakenly think, might I add. But yeah, I think if people I think if black people had a real appreciation for the ground under their feet, I think a lot more could be done as far as bettering the moral compass of our people. You feel me? That's why I don't like that shit when some of these pro wax on here get to talking about Africa and shit. Hey, motherfucker, we not from Africa, nigga. So why the fuck you talking about Africa? That's like, I chimed in on BGS's, I think it was September, the last hangout in September or whatever, and he was talking about, how black people are, our creativity is more fluid, and white people's creativity is more crystallized. They lack creativity because they stuck to a regimen, and he used the example, well, you only have one harvest a year in Europe, Whereas in Africa, you got 4. Like, nigga, we not from Africa. If you drive through this motherfucking land right here, you'll see this is in a land of abundance. Excellent example. Wrong country, wrong landmass, big fella. Once again, this is not a shot against the Africans. I fucks with some of the Africans. They fuck with me, I'm fucking with them. But good fences make for good neighbors, and we do need to establish some ground rules. Y'all from over there, we from over here. But anyway. That's all I wanted to say about this one. This is Benjamin D'Souza, the Yalchuan Emperor. Like, share, and subscribe. You can contact me at onepeople, one nation, one destiny @gmail.com.